independent. Cron 4 is the Bay Area's only independent news station, proud to cover the Bay Area. Proud to be independent.
Welcome back to Bay Cafe. Well, for today's Taste of the Bay, we're not in a restaurant, we're back in Rosetta's kitchen, and she's going to show us how to make ricotta cheese in our own home. What do you have here?
Well, Joey, what I've done so far is I have a gallon of milk, regular whole milk, with 3/4 cup of whipping cream. I brought it to a boil, and then I removed all the foam, and then I cool it down to about 100 degrees. Okay. And that's where we are at this point. So what I'm going to do right now is add the rennet. So
now, everything so far you can get in your regular grocery store.
Yes.
The rennet you have to get
rennet,
online,
you can
right?
actually get it online from cheesemaking.com.
Okay.
So all you need is a teaspoon. So I will put
that bottle makes a lot of cheese.
Yes. And you can order a small amount, okay? But I do make a lot for my students in the classes.
What did you just put it in?
So what I've done is I'm just diluting it in water. So this is a 1/4 cup of water.
Okay.
And so this will go in here.
Room temperature water?
Yes. And so I'm just going to stir it, and we're going to set the timer for 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes, magic will happen. Okay, Joey, 10 minutes has passed. Are you ready for this?
I am so excited.
This is like magic now. Now look at it. You can see the consistency at this point. See, it looks like
it's like Jell-O.
Like Jell-O, yeah, like a yogurt-like. So I'm just crisscrossing. I cut it, and I'm going to stir it until I bring it back to liquid milk again. And then I'm going to start collecting the curds. Now this is where the technique comes in, and this is really why you need to see this. So what you need to do at this point is you need to get yourself a perforated skimmer like this, and you're going to start going around the pot.
Now what is that doing, just going around there? Because you're not really making a lot of movement.
No,
very gentle.
Very gentle at this point, and you don't want to do it too fast. Otherwise, you're going to start breaking up the curds, and you can see how they're coming together.
What's going on here is a chain reaction, right? No, in all seriousness.
Yeah, because remember what we're doing is we're collecting all the proteins. The protein
right, the
is
proteins are starting to latch onto one another.
Yes, and so what we're trying to do is really gather them together because they're sort of all loose at this point in the milk. So what I'm doing is I'm just bringing it towards the center. And so the perforated really helps because it lets the whey go through.
Right.
So you can see, as I said, like magic,
it's coming together.
how it's coming together. And you can start seeing the whey, how it's separated. So this is where you need the patience. You need to relax and just spend 5 minutes doing this. Otherwise, you will lose
it's a very zen-like experience.
Beautiful curds. So, Joey, at this point, it's ready. So all I'm going to do is just slowly drain the whey.
And the curds just settle to the bottom.
And you can see the curds will settle to the bottom. Now, at this point, if you wanted to catch every little strand, you could put a cheesecloth underneath, but I'm not doing that at this point. So, do you mind holding there?
Not at all.
No, hold the pot.
Okay, got it.
And just let it go.
Now, your mother made this all the time for you growing up, huh?
Yeah, well, my dad was a cheesemaker.
Oh, okay.
So he used to make it. So that's why when we moved here, I missed it, because we just couldn't find anything like it. Okay, Joey, so we're at the final stage right now where we're just going to take the curds and put them in the draining basket. So I'm just going to do it spoon by spoon, and it will sit in the basket and drain. And
in the refrigerator for how long?
Of course, it's wonderful like this, but you can let it sit for about an hour or so. And but if you want a nice shaped mold, it takes a couple of hours.
Okay, I'm going to show people over here what the final. I'm going to let go here.
Okay.
And this is what you wind up with. Fresh ricotta cheese like you've never had. Perfect as a crostini topper or using any pasta recipe you like. Well, that's Bay Cafe for today. I hope you had a great time. I sure did. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay.